Remember when everyone freaked out over Donald Trump's plan to build a wall? The media literally exploded. Celebrities were crying on Instagram, and Twitter was a war zone. But what if I told you that Mexico already has a wall? Not just some rhetorical concept, a real physical barrier you can actually touch with your own hands. It's sitting right there on the southern border with Guatemala, and almost nobody in mainstream media is talking about it. They even have their own version of ICE. While you're watching this video, Mexican Border Patrol agents, they're stopping Central Americans with the exact same tactics Americans use that we called racist and inhumane. These agents, they raid buses, they drag crying children away from their parents, and deport people every single day. So I gotta ask, why is it only called racism when the United States does it? How can Mexicans protest American immigration policies while their own country is doing the exact same thing to the people south of their border? I mean, the same Mexicans who are in favor of deporting their neighbors hate being called illegal immigrants in North America. That's what I call hypocrisy. It's just a tip of a much bigger problem, the disease nobody wants to talk about. Now, this is a disease that has infected all of Latin America, and I guarantee it has affected you too, whether you realize it or not. So let me start this video by saying something extremely controversial. Latinos, myself included, we are some of the most racist people on the planet. I'm not talking about racism against white people or black Americans. I'm talking about the racism we direct at each other. Maybe you're Colombian, maybe you're from Ecuador. It doesn't matter, because I promise you this. Some people in your country think they are better than a certain group just because of where they were born, just because of their color of their skin or what their last name sounds like. I'm not exaggerated because I've seen it at first hand. And if you're honest with yourself, you've seen it too. We don't even need white supremacists to divide us. We're already experts at dividing ourselves. Argentinians look down on Bolivians. Chileans turn up their noses at Peruvians. And Colombians, they treat Venezuelans like second-class citizens. I mean, what the fuck? Even within the same country, the divisions are insane. People from Mexico City, they think they're better than the people from Monterrey. And then in Monterrey, those locals, they talk shit about the people south of that place. And the same ones get offended when Americans joke about their English, you know? But they're so quick to mock Central American accents the moment they get a chance, right? It doesn't even make sense. We have this need to feel superior to someone, anyone, just to boost our own ego. We look down at others and saying, at least I'm not that poor, at least I'm not that dark or have that kind of hair. You probably have seen the memes and the jokes punching down on people from Bolivia, from Peru, Nicaragua, El Salvador, you know, as if somehow where you were born somehow defines your worth as a human being. Maybe you're laughing at these jokes because I laugh too, I'll be honest, in the group chats. Maybe you share them because I've shared them too, right? Fuck, I'm not gonna lie. The one with the Peruvian kid with the cut, those are funny jokes. I'm a hypocrite. Actually, I'm not a hypocrite because I don't think what they're doing in the Canadian and the American immigration, I don't think that's racist. I think it's just putting your country first, because like we talk in this video, all of our countries do the same to all our own neighbors. Now, if you ever felt genuine relief that you were not born in a particular country, you know, because I'm Costa Rican. So many people in Costa Rica, they're like, oh, thank God I'm not born in Nicaragua. The people in Mexico, they might be like, thank God I wasn't born in Honduras. The people in Chile, thank God I wasn't born in Peru. You know, listen, if you're not careful, this disease is going to eat away at your soul. You're going to become part of this cycle of hate. And so is going to be your children and their children's children. And the longer this cycle goes on, the harder it gets to break free. The lottery you didn't win. We've turned nationality into a hierarchy, like some twisted caste system. We act as if being born in a certain country is a personal achievement, like you earned it through hard work and talent. But the truth is, you didn't choose where you were born. You didn't pick your accent. You didn't select your skin color or your last name. None of us did. Yet, we treat people who didn't win this imaginary national lottery like they're somehow beneath us, like they're less deserving of respect, opportunity, basic human dignity. And then, this is the crazy part. We have the audacity to call Americans racist? Can you see how insane that is? The mental gymnastics required to be outraged by American racism while ignoring our own racism is fucking Olympic level. The trap we've built for ourselves. However, when we focus on looking down on others, we stop looking forward. We stay stuck. We teach our kids that being from certain places make you a problem, as we reward adults for echoing ignorance. And worst of all, we allow social media to amplify hate just because it gets views and likes. But ask yourself this: who actually benefits from all this division? Because it's not the poor, and it's definitely not the migrant mother trying to feed her kids in a new country, or the teenager who crossed the border to escape gang violence. It's the powerful, it's the rich who profit the most from our hate. Because as long as we're too busy fighting each other, we'll never look up and ask why things are the way they are. We'll never demand better wages or ask where all the money goes, because we're too busy making fun of people from other countries. You know, how they talk, how they dress, how they look, and those same people start resenting us, pushing us further into isolation. That's how stupid we are. The ultimate control mechanism. How can we even pretend to want leaders who fight for unity when we've been taught from birth that our neighbors are the enemy? They use hate as the ultimate control mechanism. And the more we fall for it, the harder it becomes to escape. Divide et impera. Divide and conquer. It's an ancient strategy that goes back to Roman times. Those in power have always used this tactic to keep people separated, distracted, and weak. It's no accident that those spewing the most hatred are often drowning in their own misery. The system has engineered this perfectly, keeping the perpetually angry forever pointing fingers at those with even less. These people aren't born hateful. They're methodically conditioned to aim their pain outward. But every minute they spend looking down on others is a minute they're not looking forward. Now, the mirror we need to face. So what gives us the right to complain about others or about how others treat us when we can even treat our own people with dignity? If we want respect and to be treated as equals, we must start by cleaning our house first. Because whether we like it or not, those neighbors we've been mocking and looking down on for years are the only ones who will show up when we're in trouble. Because it's not the United States, and it's definitely not Europe or Asia. These countries want our resources, cheap labor, land, beautiful women, beautiful people. Yet, we're so busy hating on our own Latin American neighbors that we've forgotten who the real threats are. I'm not saying we should start hating North America instead. I'm saying they want us to hate each other because it works in their favor. They know the power dynamics will shift completely if we build a coalition as strong as the European Union, because we have everything they want and need. Our natural resources are vast: oil, lithium, fresh water, gold, you name it. Our workforce is so young and growing. Families here still want to have kids, unlike some parts of Europe where governments have to encourage them with money to have kids. Yet, every day, our own hands tear down what could be the greatest strength. See, when a Colombian turns away a Venezuelan refugee, Chilean businesses exploit Peruvian workers, or Mexicans mock Central Americans, we're sending a clear message to the world. Don't worry about conquering us. We're already too busy conquering each other, breaking the cycle. These mental walls are stronger than anything made of concrete, and they're way more dangerous. I mean, think about it. What sounds crazier to you? A physical barrier that costs billions and can be climbed with a $50 ladder, or the fact that a Colombian would risk his life to save a white American tourist, but is not going to give a Venezuelan refugee a glass of water? This shit isn't natural, it's programming. And the only way out is to break the code. When disaster strikes, and it will, you think America is going to save you? Europe? Absolutely fucking not. Look, the same people you'll be shitting on for generations are the ones you'll need to survive. Your neighbors, your inferior Latino brothers and sisters, the ones with the funny accents and weird food, the one that you love to mock. But we're running out of time. They're saying climate change is coming for us. Political instability is spreading like wildfire. Resource wars are just getting started. Tariffs, all that shit. And here we are, still posting memes about how Bolivians look and how they talk and how the guy from Peru has a funny haircut. You realize how insane this is? Like arguing about the paint color while the house is burning down? That's what it is. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you feel that impulse to put down someone from another Latino country, ask yourself, who taught me to hate my own people? Who benefits when I spread this poison? Because I promise you, it's not you. You're not benefiting. The only way forward is together, not with empty words about Latino unity. while we stab each other in the back. But with real solidarity, love, and respect for the incredible diversity of our own people, if we can't heal these divisions, we're done. Nobody's coming to save us. It's on us. It's on you. If you're one of those people that get mad when they call the United States America, and you're like, no, America is a whole continent. Is it? Are you treating your brothers like they're part of the same continent? So what's it going to be? Are you brave enough to admit you've been played? That maybe, just maybe, you've been part of the problem all along? Because the clock is ticking, my friend. And this is Chris. This is Bad Hombres TV. I'll see you next time.